of ways which attention please.
Attention please. Sir, start करो. Sir. Yes, बोलना start करो. Sir, काम. सर तुमचं नाव काय? हाँ. मेटके सर. मेटके सर. सर आता काय करू समजे मस्त आहे. आवाज भी जाती है हम जो बात करेंगे.
Hello everyone.
कैमरे में आवाज जल्दी दे. मौका. सब लोग सुन रहे हैं कि पहले बोलो अटेंशन प्लीज. ऑन है. अटेंशन प्लीज. Jai Hind everyone, a very warm welcome to our sir and Ramesh sir and all states of RIGMS and my dear friends. I am Ambedkar from Amravati and today we are gathered here.
लगा उसको माइक में उसको लगाइए.
माइक उधर सर ने उधर दवा मावशी मेरी मासी आ गई.
कौन तेरी मासी?
वो भाई
सही मासी है.
बहुत पुरानी फ्रेंड लगती है मेरी मम्मी की. तो वैसे भाई मेरे दोनों भाई देख रहे.
पीछे गाली दे रहे बुजुर्ग के आगे. So let's begin our journey with short.
Thank you with heart full of respect. Let's begin our
English. जय कुमार.
भाई मेरे को भी तेरे पर नहीं जाना. बोलो ना. यस सब लोग सुन रहे हैं. Thank you. With heart full of respect, let's begin our program. Today we will take a journey thought of the many facts of Dr. Ambedkar life and legacy, with each speaker presenting a different dimension of his greatness.
So let's our journey begin with a short brief description of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So set the stage for today's program. I invite Jay Kumar, our senior, to share the brief insight into the life and stature of his extraordinary leader. Jay Kumar. First of all, Jay, all of you. Today we have gathered here to celebrate 134th birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So he was the man who was raised with poverty, was not given many sufficient requirements which to be required by a student for fulfilling his educational demands. But rather than being a part of this, he became an educated and got the PhD in economics. From the India. He was the by his father. Rather than not having his mother, he lost his mother when he was born. The day he was born was a full of crisis for him. He was being suppressed by every stage in the society. He was even not provided water, not food, nothing at all. But being such a hardworking guy, with his father's support, he has been proven that if it doesn't matter from which background you belongs, it's all about your hard work, your dedication, and your sacrifices. He said, "Your hard work always pays off." There is an incident that one day when he was living with his father in Dadar in Mumbai, while he was studying in class 6, there was only one piece of chapati or single chapati they were having for both the father and his son. But the father was sick. But the father was so dedicated for his son that he don't want him to be hungry. So he given that chapati to his son and he remain as it is. From that day, when Ambedkar come to know that his father is so dedicated about himself, he has only one mindset that he is going to prove the rights of its citizens. He want to fulfill the dreams of his father. Even you are defense aspirant, you should be like, no sir, I can be there, but no one. What do you think? Who motivated Ambedkar? There was no one. It was his own thinkings and his belief on his father who was motivating him at his every stage of life. And after his father, he got his wife who motivated him a lot. At every stage, he was fulfilled the demands by his own wife. She was working and providing amount of money for him to study in London. So we being an defense aspirants and my colleagues who are the students of military school, we are should take a revolution or resolution that we will be the one who will support our country at every stage to go on in all the three sectors. So all are with me. Do you want your country to be at the first level? No voice. Do you want your country to be at the first level? That's good. Jai.
Thank you, respected senior sir. That was an
Inspiring speech.
inspiring start. But what was the dream of behind all his action? What was the India he want to see? Let's understand his vision from the country and for its people. From Ishwari Santosh Mane from Satara. Jai Hind everybody. I am Ishwari Mane from Satara. Today we have gathered here to celebrate Jayanti and honor of the man who gave India its constitution, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. He was not a leader but a visionary who worked tirelessly to create a society based on equality and justice. As students, we must respect the rights he fought for and contribute to building an inclusive nation. भारत कोई गुलामों का नहीं, आजादी का देश है. भारत कोई गुलामों का नहीं, आजादी का देश है. भारत शिक्षा से भरपूर कई क्रांतिकारों का देश है. He dedicated his life to ensuring social equality. Even today, inequality exists in different forms, and it is our responsibility to challenge injustice wherever we see it. Ambedkar Jayanti reminds us to stand up for what is right and to treat everyone with dignity and respect. Dr. Ambedkar believed that a nation's progress depends on the empowerment of women. He introduced various reforms to uplift women's status in society. Celebrating Ambedkar Jayanti is not just about remembering Baba Saheb's contribution, it is about implementing his values in our daily lives. Respect for others, standing against injustice, valuing education, and promoting unity. These are principles he stood for. कलम लेके हाथों में जिन्होंने भारत का संविधान लिखा, कलम लेके हाथों में जिन्होंने भारत का संविधान लिखा, डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर जी ने भारत के इतिहास का एक पन्ना लिखा. We celebrate Dr. Ambedkar Jayanti to remember this day, which has become symbolic of a larger movement for social empowerment and resistance against caste-based discrimination. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was honored with Bharat Ratna Award in the year 1990. April for his tremendous contribution to our society. And I like to end my speech by saying this famous quote: Justice has evoked ideas. Justice has evoked ideas of equality, of proportion, of compensation. In short, justice is another name of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Ishwari. A visionary with a strong personality, strong yet humble, first yet compassionate. Let us explore the powerful personality of Baba Sahib Ambedkar through a words of Satakshi Pathak from Satara.
Jai Hind everyone. I'm Shatakshi Pathak standing here to deliver my speech on the one of the greatest on the special occasion of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar Jayanti. India is one of the greatest social reformers. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was known for his great personality, being a scholar, philosopher, social reformer, and a prolific communicator. He dedicated his life to the upliftment of lower caste groups and fought for social justice and equality. His speeches and writings reflected a deep understanding of social political issues and a commitment to human dignity. He was a highly educated man, earning a PhD and mastering multiple subjects and languages. He superheaded movements against the caste system and for social justice, advocating for the rights of the oppressed. He played a key role in drafting the Indian Constitution and rights for the oppressed, embroidering both national and social ideals. He was a skilled speaker and writer, effectively communicating his ideas and inspiring others. He consistently championed the rights and respect of all individuals, regardless of caste or social status. He believed in a society where everyone had equal opportunities and should be treated with dignity. Thank you.
Thank you, Satakshi. That was truly eye-opening. Now let's
Dive deeper.
now now let's dive deeper into the milestone of his life from a humble beginning to become a global icon. Dr. Ambedkar life journey is truly motivating. Please welcome Prathamesh Pawar to take us thought Dr. Ambedkar life journey.
Good morning to one and all present here, honorable chief guests, respected sirs, and all my dear friends. I am Prathamesh Pawar standing here to deliver a short speech on life journey of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. We all are gathered here to celebrate Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's Jayanti. First of all, I would like to thank the one who gave me opportunity to speak on such great leader. Dr. Ambedkar was a man of many talents and professions. He was a politician, economist, and a social reformer. He was the driving force behind the Dalit Buddhist movement. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was born on 14th of April 1891 in Madhya Pradesh. In 1897, Ambedkar's family shifted to Mumbai, where he completed matriculation exam and entered Elphinstone College, affiliated with the University of Bombay. He overcame the severe caste discrimination challenges by his remarkable academic achievements. He was a staunch advocate for social equality and justice. He was the Messiah for the downtraders and the godfather of India. He achieved 32 different degrees from various universities in India. He came into various social works, for example, opposition to untouchability, Pune Pact of 1932, political issues, and at last but not the least, the Indian Constitution. Popularly known as Baba Sahib, he was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constituent Assembly. He was the first Indian to to pursue a doctorate in economics. He served as the Law and Justice Minister in the first cabinet of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. While concluding, I would like to say that he was a great leader and formed a remarkable legacy in today's world. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you, Prathamesh. Every step of his journey reflected his unwavering spirit. Now let us understand Baba Sahib's contribution to Indian history, not just as a leader, but as a revolutionary force who changed the social and political landscape of India. For this, I call upon Shravani Kadam. Sharvari Kadam.
Jai Hind everyone. Today on April 14th, we celebrate the birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a man whose vision of equality, justice and social reform continues to inspire us all. A nation's soul is reflected how it treats its most unheard voice. Today, we gather here not just to celebrate a birth anniversary, but to honor the birth of a revolution, Ambedkar Jayanti, a day that reshaped India in a clear compass. Dr. Ambedkar, a brilliant scholar, jurist, economist, and social reformer, was not only the architect of Indian Constitution, but also a relentless fighter for the rights of marginalized and oppressed. He dedicated his life to dismantle the scatters of caste discrimination and advocating the upliftment of the downtrodden, particularly the Dalits, who were often treated as untouchable. His contribution extends far beyond the Constitution. He was a champion of Indian rights, human rights, labor rights, and education for all. He believed in the power and knowledge and empowerment, urging people to be educated, be organized. As we reflect on his legacy, let us remember his unwavering commitment to social justice and his vision of a society and respect, regardless of their caste, creed, and gender. Let us strive to build a nation where his idea of equality and fraternity are not just words on paper, but a reality lived by all. Let us pledge to continue his work to fight against all forms of discriminations and to create a society where everyone has the opportunity to live a life of dignity and purpose. Let us let us celebrate Ambedkar Jayanti not just as a day of remembrance, but as a day of action, a day to reframe our commitment to building a better, more just and inclusive India as envisioned by Ambedkar. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharvari. Truly inspirational. He did not just dream of just society, he laid the foundation of it. His biggest contribution was, of course, the Constitution of India. Let's now hear from Sai Deepak Yadav about his role in crafting the world's largest written constitution.
Jai Hind. Good morning everyone. Myself Saidi Yadav from Satara. Today I am here to talk on the topic the struggle of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar in making the constitution. Today on the occasion of Ambedkar Jayanti, we gather to celebrate not just the birth of great leader, but the spirit of justice, equality and the democracy that he gave our nation. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, the chief architect of the Indian Constitution, led one of the most difficult and the important struggles in our country's history. He struggled to frame a constitution that would unite a diverse and divided nation. In his words, constitution is not a mere law document, it is the vehicle of a life, and its spirit is always the spirit of age. After years of a colonial rule, India stood at a crossroads. We had achieved the freedom, but how would we govern ourselves? How would we ensure the justice for all, regardless of caste, religion, or gender? Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar took on this massive responsibility with courage and clarity. He faced the criticism, opposition, and the endless debates in the Constitution Assembly. But through it all, he remained focused on his vision to build a constitution that gave every Indian the right to dignity, equality, and the opportunity. He felt that the constitution is workable, it is flexible, and it is strong enough to hold the country together both in the peace time and in the wartime. The making constitution was not just a legal process, it was a social revolution, and Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's struggle ensured that the voices of oppressed and marginalized were not only heard but respected. As we celebrate the Ambedkar Jayanti today, let us remember our constitution, which was not given to us easily. It was earned through the struggle, intellect, and the unwavering determination of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar and his fellow nation builders. Also, let us remember him not only as a father of Indian Constitution, but also a tireless reformer who gave a voice to unheard. Let us honor his legacy by upholding the values he fought for: justice, equality, and the dignity for all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Very well said. But the story does not end there. What makes Dr. Ambedkar truly timeless is now relevant. He still is in today's India. To reflect on this, I call upon Ridhima Sharnagar.
Jai Hind to all. Good morning to respected guests, teachers, and my dear friends. This is Ridhima Sharnagar standing here in front of you. Today, on the occasion of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Jayanti, we gather to celebrate not just the birth of great leader, but the spirit of justice, equality, and democracy that he gave our nation. Today, we are not just remembering a person, we are remembering a revolution in human form. A man who challenged the system, rewrote history, and gave voice to voiceless. He was not born into a power. He was born into pain, but he turned that pain into purpose. At a time when people accept injustice as their fate, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar dared to say, no more. He was not just the father of Indian Constitution, he was the father of resistance, the father of hope, the father of change. He showed us that real power is not in our title or background, it is in our thinking. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a vision for the future, it is not just the traditional tribute, it focuses on how Ambedkar ideas still matter today, especially for the younger generation. It reflects on, first, his fight against injustice and inequality. Second, his emphasis on education, rights, and dignity. Third, his relevance in today's world, social, digital, and political. As we honor Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's legacy today, let us ask ourselves, are we living his ideas? Are we fighting for a society that upholds the value of equality, justice, and human dignity? While much has been achieved, still remains to be done. The relevance of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar life and work is not just about remembering his contribution to Indian society. It's about ensuring that his vision for justice and equitable India becomes a living reality for all. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar words remind us the progress of any society depends on the progress of its biggest section in this life. The task of building on Indian of equality and justice is still ongoing journey, one in which we all must participate. With this being said, I would like to say that नजर उठाओ आंखें खोलो जाकर रे इतिहास पढ़ो नजर उठाओ आंखें खोलो जाकर रे इतिहास पढ़ो लड़ो नहीं यूं अरशन पर काबिल बन इतिहास बनो बाबा साहेब काबिल बनकर संविधान घर आए थे बाबा साहेब काबिल बनकर संविधान घर आए थे बनो बनाओ बाबा साहेब फिर दुनिया पर राज करो थैंक यू जय हिंद जय भारत
Thank you, Riddhi. What a wonderful speech it was. Now let's hear about one of the most powerful titles given the Dr. Ambedkar, the architect of equality, to highlight his pro-founder identity. Please welcome Srushti Shekokar from Sambhajinagar.
A great man is different from an eminent one when he is ready to be the servant of society. Jai Hind. Good morning, respected chief guests, teachers, and all my dear friends. Myself, Srushti Shekukar. We are here gathered to honor the birth anniversary of Baba Saheb Ambedkar, a visionary who dedicated his life to eradicate social injustice and promote equality. As the principal architect to the Indian Constitution, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar laid the foundation for a democratic India, inclusive India. He believed that cultivation of mind should be the unlimited aim of human existence, emphasizing the transformative power of education. Beyond the education, Baba Saheb fought for the right of women, labor, and marginalized communities, striving to eradicate social inequalities. Leadership were instrumental and challenging for oppressive system and inspiring social transformation. On this auspicious day, let us reflect on his technique and renew our commitment to build on a equitable society. As he promptly said, educate, agitate, and organize. These words called serve as a clarion call to each of us to actively participate in the ongoing struggle for social justice. At the end, but not the least, I want to say that दुनिया में इस तरह कोई विद्वान न हुआ ईमानदार तो हुए ईमान ना हुआ, वैसे तो मसीहा हुए हैं हिंद में बहुत, वैसे तो मसीहा हुए हैं हिंद में बहुत, अम्बेडकर सा कोई महान ना हुआ, अम्बेडकर सा कोई महान ना हुआ। जय हिंद सर।
Thank you so much, Srushti. You really cleared our minds.
Harsh, do you think that audience is feeling motivated to be a rightful and secular citizen?
I hope so. But if not, here comes today's final motivator, Sonam Jaiswal from Navi Mumbai Vashi, to inspire us with her confident voice.
Today, the nation bows its head, not in sorrow but in pride. For we remember a giant, a flame that darkness defied. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sonam Dilip Jaiswal from Vashi, Navi Mumbai, and today I am going to speak on Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. डॉक्टर भीमराव रामजी अम्बेडकर एक नाम नहीं, एक सोच है, एक क्रांति है, एक संकल्प है. A man rose not for himself but for the millions who had no voice. He became their voice, he became their strength. He was not born with silver spoons, he was born with fire in his soul. A fire to break the chains of caste, a dream to make India whole. उन्होंने कहा था, we are Indians firstly and lastly. And today, when we stand under one flag, sing one anthem, and breathe one air, it is because Baba Saheb showed us the way. He wrote the constitution, but more than ink, it was his blood, his pain, his hope that flowed through every word. संविधान सिर्फ किताब नहीं होती, वो जिंदा दस्तावेज होती है, and Baba Saheb Ambedkar made that जिंदा दस्तावेज for every poor, every backward, every dreamer of this land. Today, the world sees India rise as a digital power, a youth-led force, a land of startups, satellites, and sanskar. But let us not forget that a true rise began the day we choose equality over hierarchy, rights over ritual, justice over judgment. Friends, Baba Saheb's life teaches us not to wait for change, but to become one. Yet he was one man, yet he shook the foundation of centuries-old injustice. Why? Because he had knowledge, courage, and will. Let us ask ourselves today, do we have the courage to stand up for the weak? Do we have the patience to lift others as we rise? Do we have the will to build an India that Baba Sahib ever dreamed of? Let this not be a day of ritual, let this be a day of resolution. Let us promise all together that we will not let caste divide us, we will not let hate blind us, we will not let silence become our answers to injustice. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonam. What a powerful and thought-provoking journey this has been.
Indeed, before we close, we would like to thank everyone you made this event successful. For that, I invite Rashi Ghade from Bhandara to deliver the vote of thanks.
Jai Hind and good morning, everyone. It is truly an honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion of Ambedkar jayanti. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our guests for gracing today's events with their presence, adding immense value to this celebration, and a special thanks to our respected Shinde sir, whose guidance and support made this event possible. To all the speakers and participants, thank you for your wonderful contributions. Each performance and speeches today reminded us of Baba Saheb Ambedkar's relentless struggle for dignity, justice, and equal rights for all. I also want to thank our organizing team and volunteers who worked tirelessly behind the scenes. Your efforts ensured that today's event ran smoothly and meaningfully. Finally, to our wonderful audience, thank you for being here and for honoring the legacy of Dr. Ambedkar with your presence and participation. Let us not just remember Ambedkar Jayanti as a day of celebration, but as a day of reflection. A reminder to carry forward his mission of building a justice, fair, and inclusive society. Jai Bhim and Jai Hind. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, Rashid. Thank you, Rashid. With that, we conclude today's events. May we all carry forward Baba Sahib idols in our life.
Yes, let's continue to strive for knowledge, unity, and equality, just as he taught us. Thank you, everyone, for your presence and patience. Jai Hind, everyone.
सर ये एक पॉइंट है अगर हम सारे सर आए होंगे तो हमारा सिविल सर एक कंटिन्यू होगा
लास्ट में जय भी बोलना था।